And that was a disgraceful performance, in my opinion. We threw that game. We gave it away by doing that. We gave them the friggin' game. In my opinion, that sucked.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, that sucked. Kyle Harrison makes his big league debut today. Welcome to the major leagues. He looked great. His stuff was filthy. It went about as I thought. I mean, he didn't stay in the game as long as we might have hoped. Gave up a home run. Wasn't perfect. Went about like I thought. The Giants take the lead. I predicted Jock Peterson to come through. I said he'd hit a home run. Didn't hit a home run, but he had the big hit today. The Giants have the lead going to the bottom of the ninth. Had several opportunities where we could have scored more runs. Didn't, like the first inning where the Phillies were trying to give us runs. The Phillies were making errors, making mistakes today. The Giants weren't taking full advantage, but they did have the lead going to the bottom of the ninth inning, and we blew the game. We blew the game. A terrible ninth inning for Camilo Doval, and ends up on that ground ball, deflecting it. And after that, the game was very quickly over. A very sad ending today. Can we possibly be positive after such a game? I don't know. Not to mention the fact that the Giants, and I'll double check, I believe are not even in a playoff spot at this point. This is bad. Very bad. But all we can do is try again tomorrow to salvage one. The Giants were able to salvage one that last game against the Braves. They're going to have to do it again. We knew this was going to be a tough stretch. These are really good teams. These are the National League champions. But the Giants, I mean, the most frustrating thing is when you have a chance to win and you give the game away, you don't make it. Now, okay, I'm looking right now. Looks like they may be tied for the last playoff spot. I don't know, and we're still not done playing the Diamondbacks, so we don't know who would have the tiebreaker there. But the Diamondbacks have caught up and have tied the Giants. They're on a 3-game winning streak. The Diamondbacks are 65-61. We're only 4 games above 500, moving slowly back towards 500. Not good. The Reds are 64-61. The Marlins are 64-62. The Marlins and Reds and Diamondbacks are all thinking playoffs right now. Unfortunately, none of those teams are playing well, but the Giants are playing the worst. 3-7 in the last 10 games. So a very unfortunate game today. We'll break it down. We'll pick players of the game and whatnot like we always do. And I'll also, of course, get to your comments. And there's already been a ton of comments. Cry again tomorrow. Did I say cry again tomorrow? I might well have. I meant to say try again tomorrow. It may have come out as cry. I'm going to jump back a little bit and thank you everyone for being here today. Logan's always screaming about the catcher's mask. Big Wheeze. LDO, thank you so much. LDO D Wolf, thank you so much. I know a lot of y'all were waiting for me. I apologize for the late start today. JDWHS is here. We had the game. We had the game. We had the game. Logan, I have my protection on everything's protection, okay? Julio Garcia, I wouldn't mind rebuilding like the A's are doing right now, but I guess there is a no rebuilding policy on this team. No rebuilding policy. Relax. JDWH says relax. We play like shit this entire month, and we're about to lose the wild card spot. The season is over. There's no saving this team. This team stinks. Just reading the comments. D Wolf spouting crap. Not feeling it. Michael Roeder, kind of hard to sell with an ownership group, and Larry Bear is one of the owners. Joe Boyd is here. Every game will be a loss because they're only winning 2 out of 3 in the series. That won't help you get into play. Well, that's not every game is a loss. Technically, that's not every game is like the team is a clown. Not feeling it. I wanted to just jump back and say thank you all for being here today. I do appreciate the support. Holy freaking Moses. What was that? A horrible loss today. Andy Cruz, it's going to be tough if the Giants don't figure it out right now. Ahora mismo. Ahora. Ahorita. Time to play taps. Can't play taps when the Giants are still hanging on by a thread as far as the playoffs go. Okay, you guys can request taps all day. I don't get the Rough Riders helmet on. Get the Rough Riders helmet on. Eric, I watched what? Hey, you requested a review. I need to go see those horror movies. I was planning to see it sooner or later. And when you mentioned it, I was like, yeah, I need to see it. So I went to see it. So, of course, I came through. Of course, I came through. I come through. especially for members. I'm not sure if you're still a member over in Eric's house, but I know you were for a while and maybe still are. I think I only have one member over there. I need to start putting on more videos. Peter Bishop, we are who we think we are. A bad team, pompous puppet of a manager and a GM who thinks he's the smartest man in the room. Everybody's pissed. I don't see any positivity. Where's Robert Rothberg? It's been a bit since I've been busy moving back into college, but I'm settled now. Dark Nest, go Cardinals. Cardinals fan right here in the house. How the Cardinals doing this year? Not too good. Not too good. Cardinals, 55-72. I don't know what happened. I think I picked y'all to make the playoffs. Hey, man, I mean, yes, things could be worse for the Giants. Look at the Cardinals. Feel for you. Look at the Rockies. Feel for the Rockies right now. The Pirates fell apart. They had a hot start to the year. Nationals are not good. Mets are sucking up. The Mets are the Mets. Padres have been extremely disappointing this year as far as their expectations go. So, I mean, things could be worse, but right now this has just been if the season started like it did, if the season started as it did in July, like if the season started like the July went, we'd all be like, dude, this team stinks. Like, we're not making the playoffs. I'd be right there with y'all. I'd be right there with y'all. If the season started like this and we were like in June and we were playing like this, I'm like, dude, terrible. Or it's not a good team. It just doesn't look like a good team. But that's just the facts. And even though we have a chance to win, we find a way not to, like today. So really frustrating. Robert Rothberg already threw up the white flag. Robert Rocha. I still think this season is more of a building block season. We're not a playoff team, but I think we're looking up. I hate to give up on August 22nd when you're in a playoff spot, technically. Barely, albeit barely, but right now, and we need to check on the D-backs today. I haven't checked on the other scores across baseball. I know they say them on the broadcast, but I wasn't really paying attention. But right now, let's see what's going on right now. Okay, it's 2-0. Diamondbacks are up. So if you guys want to watch a baseball game after this stream, if you have access to it, I'd highly recommend watching that game. That game has big implications. Let's go Rangers. Go Rangers. Go Bochy and the Texas Rangers. They're playing the Diamondbacks. And as far as I can tell, there's no reason not to root for the Texas Rangers in that game. It is in Arizona. It is right now 2-0. And so right now it's a hunt for the wild card. It's time to root against the wild card teams, root against the Marlins, root against the Padres, and root against the Cubs and the Diamondbacks and the Phillies. But the Phillies look like they're getting a strong lockhold on the wild card. But you have to follow. Right now it's just about the Cubs, Diamondbacks, Reds, and Marlins. Let's just be honest. The division is out of the question. So even if, I know some people won't do it, but if the Dodgers play the Diamondbacks, I think you root for the Dodgers right now. Can someone correct me if I'm wrong on that? Eric, did you read my comment? I don't know. Did I? Did I? I don't think so. I'm looking back, Steven Ortega. I'm looking back for your comment. I don't see it. I hope it was important. DeYoung better come in hot. DeYoung has sucked it up with the Blue Jays, just to be honest. He has not played well with the Blue Jays. Here it is, Eric. I'm very worried about this team. If we don't beat good teams, how are we going to beat teams that play? Oh, of course. That's the simplest way to put it. That's the simplest way. That's Joe Boyd style, just straight to the point. Every game played is a loss because this team is a complete joke. Trying won't matter anymore. Damn. The cruise patches are giving the Giants bad luck. Oh, Christopher Byers. I blame this whole thing on the cruise patches, to be quite honest. So, yeah, DFA, every lousy hitter. When does the game start? It's already started. Texas Rangers are playing the Diamondbacks. That's a big game. Every game is big from here on out. We are now entering into late August and into September, and this is it. I thought maybe the Giants would cruise to a playoffs cruise. No pun intended. I thought the Giants might cruise to a freaking playoff spot, okay? But it's not going to be that way. It's going to be how I kind of envisioned the season going earlier, when I thought maybe it'd be just like a kind of like a battle to that last playoff spot. Now that's what it's looking like. But if the Giants keep playing like this, it's going to be worse. It's going to be just we're not going to be there. Thankfully, the Reds have lost 2 in a row. The Marlins have lost 2 in a row. Speaking of them, we got to check on them as well today. But right now, scoreboard watching and hoping to win as many games as possible. We'll look for what's on deck. Tomorrow we have another game with the Phillies. We'll also break down this game, players of the game and whatnot. Right now, Miami is actually playing San Diego. So I think you root for San Diego because San Diego's more or less out of it. I think they may still have a prayer, but you got to root against the Marlins, I think. It's kind of weird to root for a non-National League West team. It's 0-0 in the third inning. The Cubs lost today. Thankfully, Detroit Tigers took care of business 8-6. So those are some games going on. Like I said, 2-0 right now. Rangers are losing. But yeah, that's it, guys. Dodgers did lose. Oh, good. Why do you keep yelling at me? Why are you yelling at me? Jesus, Christmas, Jiminy Cripes. Always same old stuff. Play taps for this. What's with the caps lately, too? Logan is pure caps. 100% caps. The driverless cars are cruising all kinds of problems. I'm pissed. That's why. I'm pissed. Farhan screwed his team by signing average players to $30 million contracts. Fire him now. Joe Boyd not feeling it. So let's go ahead and break this game down. Let's come back to the game. Let's look at the box score. Giants had this one in the bag, dude. I thought once Doval came on and they talk about Doval as one of the best closers in the game, but you know, Doval, he makes weird mistakes, like sometimes forgetting to cover first. He'll get lots of automatic strikes. He'll let the clock run out. And then just going for that ball. And I know it was an instinct. It was not like he meant to ruin the play. But if he let that ball go, might have been a double play. But by hitting the ball and changing its route, the game ended. So Doval just had a terrible inning right there. But let's go ahead and go back to earlier in this game and how the runs were scored. Quick summary, not to relive this, but we have no freaking choice. The thing about this game is Giants had chances to score because the Phillies were making errors left and right and making mistakes in the top of the first. They only got one run out of it on a Wilmer Flores ground out. Even when they try to give us runs, Giants just like, no, thank you. And then Bryce Harper hit the 2-run home run. Line drive shot would not have been gone at Oracle Park, but at this little league field, it was gone, making it 2-1 in favor of the Phillies. And that stayed the same till the fifth inning. Jock Peterson with the big double, making it 3-2. Held that lead all the way to the ninth, and that's when things fell apart. Trey Turner with that line drive that was deflected by Doval brings home Stott, and the Phillies score the winning run. 4-3 is your final, and that's your recap. Brought to you by Michael Roeder, DFA Jock. No, we ain't DFAing Jock. Really, I mean, honestly, you don't DFA a productive hitter or someone who's if we're signing guys like AJ Pollock and DeYoung right now, we don't DFA Jock. We need as much possible offensive firepower as we can get. Much of a team inspiration comes from its leadership, a.k.a. managers. Kyle Harrison, player of the game. Yes, he is. So I asked Eric, put on a helmet or play taps. I'm taking it out on us. What? Who you fighting with? Oh, talking to Matthew Brittingham. Matthew Brittingham. Why take it out on us, Logan? We are pissed too. Don't shoot the messenger. Look here. This is only a 2-game losing streak. I don't typically wear the helmet after 2 games. I think I threw it on briefly because it just happened to be sitting next to me yesterday in the car. Then we lost 10-2. We got blown out. It ain't about a helmet right now. It's about, and I ain't going to play taps. I can explain this over and over and over and over until I'm freaking blue. I only play taps when we're not going to make the playoffs and it's official in my mind. Basically, no chance, forget about it. Giants are technically in a playoff spot. That would make 0 sense to play taps. That's just dumb. So I'm not playing taps. Not playing taps for the offense. Offense could still recover. Lots can happen. This team could get hot. Things can turn around, and I got to be hopeful that they will. Jiminy Christmas. Normally, I do not wear the helmet on a 2-game losing streak. Conforto, I was hoping for him to have way more home runs. I do have, me too. I do have helmets. I got a helmet right here, Under Armour, good protection. And I got the catcher's mask. It's just a gag. We can't make too big a deal over it. You guys know if we get swept tomorrow, it's definitely not taps time. I have the helmets ready. We don't play taps. Here's the deal. If I ever play taps and then the Giants make the playoffs, then taps means nothing. I'm a complete idiot. I look like a dumbass. So I cannot ever let that happen. That means I've lost all hope. Michael Roeder. Actually, DeYoung could end up helping. I used to really like DeYoung. I thought he was really good. He's got power. The dude has pop. He can smash the ball, home runs into left field, down the line. I mean, he can hit for some good power. And I always thought he was really good, and just kind of fell apart, and I don't know what happened to him. And for Paul DeYoung over to Toronto, and I almost played like he's not even know what he's doing out there. I mean, this was a 4th-round pick out of Illinois State. He got drafted twice. He got drafted in 14, went back to school, and then got drafted in 15 in the 4th round. Moved up through the minors. Like I said, he had 285 and 17. I talked about this earlier, 25 homers, 19 homers, 30, 17 and 19. The dude was legit. He was a rookie of the year, 2nd place rookie of the year, and an all-star. He got 2nd place for rookie of the year, and he was an all-star in his first 3 seasons. He was on pace to become basically a superstar player. I mean, I won't say Hall of Famer, but he was on track to put up those kind of numbers, and all of a sudden he hit 197, 157, and then this year he was hitting 233 when he got traded to the Jays, and he's hit 068 over there. And the guy's not even old. 29? Okay, he just turned 30, August 2nd, this month. Happy birthday. Paul DeYoung just turned 30. I mean, that's a young man. I don't know what happened to him. He's something happened, man. I don't know. But don't be surprised if he comes over and goes 0 for 10 and everyone's pissed and hates him. But also don't be surprised if he comes over here as hot. He knows how big this is. He knows that he's probably very thankful for this opportunity. And if he doesn't play well with the Giants, his career might be over. I mean, he's looking at a minor league contract for 24 invitation to spring training. Minor league contract invitation to spring training at best if he doesn't come over here and play well. Jose Iglesias is a free agent. I like him more than DeYoung. Oh, Iglesias, that's a giant in the making. We've had some guys named Iglesias in the past. Similar. I thought Jose Iglesias, I thought we had him. Did we never have him? Am I thinking of someone else? We never. He's bounced around here. Padres, Marlins, Rockies, Red Sox, Angels, Orioles, Reds, Tigers, Red Sox. He's been around the block. But yeah, he was there with the El Paso, with the Chihuahuas. He was hitting well with the Chihuahuas. I would have said, yeah, you're right. I'd take him. He was hitting well. He's hitting 317 with the Chihuahuas. That's AAA. I mean, that's yeah, you're right. I'll take Iglesias. I don't know what the deal is. He seems like a ideal signing for the Giants at this point in time, and he is a free agent. That's a very nice observation right there. Jose Iglesias. Who do we have by that name? I thought we had somebody by that name. Maybe thinking of somebody else. Anyway, Giants are not making the playoffs. Play taps already. Robert Rocha. Can't do that. Can't do that when they're in a playoff spot. It makes no sense. It just does. I play taps and they make the playoffs, and I'm just a dumbass. He knows I've been doing it for years, just like Steven Ortega. Yep, they've both been pissing me off for years. LTO. Should bring Bart back up. Huge power, strikes out less than Sable and Bailey. What could it hurt? LEO, the daily, bring Bart back. I agree, though. I'd love to see Bart back up. But who do you get rid of? You want to demote Bailey, or you can't demote Sable. Sable's here for the long haul. Sable's here for the long haul. A lot of people got pissed off at that Slater pinch hit matchup. Yeah, Slater's. I don't know. Either we're going to use Slater or we're not, because Slater's the kind of guy who needs to play every day. But you pinch hit him once every 3 days, dude's just going to strike out. He needs to have his swing going. I've been watching him long enough. I can tell that. Maybe he was on the juice. Why is Jock playing so terrible though? Doesn't have any homer? I don't know. Had a nice hit today. I see us win games that I think we would have lost without Jock. Oh, dude, Jock ain't going nowhere. Yeah, Iglesias is a good player. I don't know what the Padres doing by not promoting him this year, unless they did. I also got Brandon Dixon in the minor leagues down in. I haven't looked at his stats, but they got some guys who've been around for a long time down in the Padres minor league system. That, yeah, he didn't get promoted this year. So last year, with Colorado Rockies, last year he hit 292. Can somebody explain to me why nobody likes Jose Iglesias? He hit 356 with the Red Sox in 21. Signed with the Rockies last year, he hit 292. He had an OPS over 700. I mean, I know he's not tearing the world on fire with home runs and everything. He's not a big power hitter, but he drove in 47 runs last year. This year, in AAA with the Chihuahuas, he hit 317. Can somebody explain to me why nobody's giving this guy an opportunity? What, the freaking computer says he's no good? I don't give a damn what the computer says. He hit 292 in the big leagues last year and then 317 in AAA. That's a mystery, man. Can someone explain that to me? Why does nobody like Iglesias? What did he do? What is going on? This guy freaking got some kind of domestic violence on or something that I don't know about? What is going on with this guy? Holy cow. Am I a dumbass? Because Jose Iglesias looks freaking good. Bad breath, maybe. Holy Moses. Very weird. Prior to the season, we never had a 3 home run and 8 RBI game. This is the Chihuahuas. We've now had 3. Brandon Dixon, who I just mentioned about, Tatis Jr., and Jose Iglesias. Jose Iglesias hit 3 home runs and 8 RBIs in 1 game. Padres DFA'd him, and nobody claimed him? Very weird. Very weird. I'm just kind of confused on that. Jose Iglesias is a free agent, August 17th. Jose Iglesias is still a free agent. Is he hurt? Look at this, Wilson. Is he hurt? Am I missing something here? On what planet does a team that needs a shortstop not go after him? I'm the only one? Am I the only one that I know? A lot of people are like, dude, what's going on with Jose Iglesias? Wow. Do we need to call Farhan? Do we need to tell Farhan? Or these guys should be able to know that. We can figure that out in the chat. Yeah, he smells something. Something's going on. I think people don't like Iglesias because he only hit singles, and last year he was with the Rockies. Of Coors Field probably helped. Dude, the dude can hit. The dude can hit. Padres didn't have room for Iglesias, so he opted out of his minor league deal to get a major league chance. He needs to be playing. Well, Padres suck. They need to find room for him if they should have. Yeah, he definitely needs a chance. I mean, he just hits. He just hits. No one likes it because he's not Julio Iglesias or Enrique Iglesias. Well, damn. Wow. Oh, no. I hope that Jock will hit with runners in base more. At least you know what you're getting with Iglesias. Yeah, so I'm kind of confused as to why nobody wants Jose Iglesias. This is when the San Diego Padres signed him to a minor league deal. Really weird. Really weird. 30 teams and nobody wants him for the big leagues. Very, very weird. I don't know who his agent is, but the agent sucks. His agent, he needs to get a new agent. Jose Iglesias. Who is his agent? His agent stinks. If I was his agent, I'd call up all 30 teams. I'd say, dude, this dude rakes. This dude has hit in the big leagues last year. Okay, what is the problem? His agent is MVP Sports Group. MVP Sports Group. No good. Just playing. I mean, maybe they're good, but damn. So yeah, Giants lose today in a very disappointing, frustrating game. It looked like we had it. It looked like we were going to win this thing. But at the last minute, the Giants lose. So let's check out what's on deck today. Brought to you by I can't find it. To hell with it. Giants taking on the Braves in Oracle at Oracle Park starting tomorrow. Starting on Friday. We got one more game in Philly tomorrow, and then there's 3 against the Braves. Oh my goodness. Tomorrow's a day game, and then 3 against the Braves, and then the Reds come to town, and then it's off to San Diego, off to Chicago. Rockies come to town. Cleveland comes to town. Rockies again in Denver, off to Phoenix, off to Los Angeles. Padres come to town, and the Dodgers come to town, and that's the season. There is a long time left. This season is not over by a long shot. There is time to screw this up worse and time to recover. The Giants, they control their destiny. We win games, we're in the playoffs. You lose, you control your destiny right now. This is a turning point. After this loss, they better have a freaking meeting. Kapler better let them know. This is it, man. This is it. Kyle Harrison looked ready to go. Kyle Harrison pitched well. He's my player of the game today just for making his big league debut and making it to the big leagues. Congratulations to him. He pitched right here in California. He pitched for what? I want to say De La Salle High School. And really good high school, produces a lot of good players. So congratulations to him to making it to the big leagues. Tomorrow's a big one. Yep, Harry Doyle. You know your movies. You know your movies. Very good. Very well done. Well done today. And by the way, I didn't get any super chats, but I got to play this anyway because we saw him pitch in the game today. So anytime we see Craig Kimbrell in the game, we pretty much have to play the Craig Kimbrell super chat video. There you have it. Craig Kimbrell makes an appearance today. You can't intentionally walk Schwarber. Crawford out all season. Did somebody say that? Crawford is out for the season? Well, that might be a career. That might be a career. That might be it. I love Atlanta. Says Atlanta's that's a crazy picture. Atlanta's a good city. I used to visit Atlanta with regularity. Brandon Crawford's MRI revealed a mild strain on his left forearm. Gabe Kapler said, I don't know if that means he's going to be out, 7 days, 10 days, but it means obviously we're going to be without him for a little bit of time. That was 5 hours ago, unless somebody knows something else. I searched Brandon Crawford. Oh, yesterday says to undergo MRI. Crawford. I see some medical updates from yesterday. Brandon Crawford is undergoing MRI. Does somebody have some breaking news? Well, bottom line is he's going to be out for the majority of the rest of the season. He may be back, but he's definitely not helping the team. He's not hitting. Thank you, David Kadingo. Not sure if that's sarcastic or not, but much appreciated. Crawford is awesome and has helped the team win some games this year. LDO, big Crawford fan. Crawford has been really bad lately. Brandon Crawford. Let me get the. This is just a look at his last, just visually. His last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 games. You can see he has 2 hits. 2 hits in 10 games. So I'm not really sure what we're talking about right now. 2 hits, how many strikeouts? 3 strikeouts, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 strikeouts. I mean, I think he may be towards the end of his career, man. I don't know. I've said that before in 2019 and he proved me wrong. So, and the Giants, of course, put out a video with my voice messing with me because I had said that I said we need to move on from Crawford. I was like, this dude can't hit anymore. So I'm not about to make another video like that, but he's been really bad lately. Really bad. Malone says that's a wrap on Crawford. To put it more specifically, last 7 games he's hitting 053. 1 for 19. Last 15 games, 115. Last 30 games, 143. 143. So I'm not really sure what we're talking about. 28 strikeouts and 98 at-bats. 2 home runs. Love Brandon Crawford. Crawford's the man. Future Wall of Famer. Might get some Hall of Fame support someday. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer, but he might get some votes. I mean, that's what we're talking about here. This dude is a legend. One of the greatest. He's a big league. I mean, he's got an amazing career. Guy's got over, 1,300 hits. 145 career home runs. 250 career batting average. He's got 4 Gold Gloves, 3 All-Star, 2 World Series, Silver Slugger. He's had a career, man. He's had a career. He's not going to be in the Hall of Fame, but he's had a career. And great career. But I hope he doesn't go anywhere else. I'd hate to see him just kind of have this crap year, get DFA'd from like the Royals or something. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'd love to just see him retire a Giant, but we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Star Wars. Oh, the Star Wars show. I'm not watching any Star Wars anymore. Taps on crowd. I don't do taps for individual players. I don't do taps for any other reason, but the Giants are not going to be in the playoffs. The season's over. The only year I won't play taps is when the Giants win a World Series, and then I never play taps. Jim Thorokill, not feeling it. Very, very tough one. Very tough one today. I think there's only one thing we can really say about this game that really just puts it all. It just boils it down to 3 words.
You blew it!
That's a wrap. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe. And we're going to talk to you guys next time. Keep your composure, guys.
Come on, all right, everybody. That's what I'm talking about, guys. We've made a great effort so far. Let's just keep it up.
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've come too far. There's too much to lose. We've got to just keep our composure.
Batazo profundo, jardín derecho, señores. ¡Ay, ay, 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 ay!
And here's Wilmer Flores toward the middle. Crawford shows it right from the glove.
back to the hole. I got no chance of ever making my goal. I lost my one soul. I'm gonna burn if I don't do what I'm told before I'm too old.
And that was a disgraceful performance, in my opinion. We threw that game. We gave it away by doing that. We gave them the friggin' game. In my opinion, that sucked.